Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. In our today's lecture, we are going to learn about the last topic of this chapter, which is a prediction method. So for the prediction, there are mainly three methods, which is a linear regression, non-linear regression, and logistic regression. So let's start with the linear regression. So first let's understand what is the regression is. So it is used to understand or describe the relationship between a set of independent variables and dependent variables. Here the new terms are the independent and the dependent variables. So let's understand with one example here. So for example, on the basis of outdoor temperature, the hours of day and the numbers of members in the family, we will able to predict the consumption of electricity for that hour of the day. So here we are predicting the electricity, consumption of electricity based on the multiple factors like temperature, the hours of day, and the numbers of members in the family. So here we are predicting the consumption of electricity. So it becomes the dependent variable because it depends on multiple factors like outdoor temperatures, number of family members. So that variables are called the independent variables. So there are some independent variable, and by using that variable we are predicting the some other variable, value of that other variable. So that variable is a dependent variable. So a regression is also useful while we attempt to estimate or predict the value of a dependent variable using one or more predictors. So it is possible that we are using a one independent variable and one dependent variable, and it may also possible that based on multiple independent variable we are predicting the value of dependent variable. But in each case the dependent variable is only one, and the independent variable may vary. So regression is greatly used in the fields of medical science, finance, environmental science, econometrics, social science, and computer science. So now let's start with what is a linear regression is. So the linear regression is a predictive statistical approach for modeling a relationship between dependent variable with given set of independent variable. Here this is a graph, and in this graph here is a x and here is a value of y. Here value of I is a dependent variable. Okay, y is a dependent variable while x is a independent variable. Okay, so there are multiple x variables are there, and based on that we are predicting the value of y. So y become dependent and x become the independent. So we can just by analyzing we can see that in the linear regression we are just drawing a straight line on the data set. So it is a linear approach to modeling the relationship between the dependent variable and one or more independent variables. So linear regression is also divided into the two different categories, which is a simple linear regression and multiple linear regression. So when we have only a one independent variable and only a one dependent variable, so at that time it is called the simple linear regression. So if we have x value equals to 1 and y is obviously 1, so at that time the situation is called the simple linear regression. If there are more than one factors or more than one independent variables are there, suppose, so for any company it is said that predict the annual sales of this company. So annual sale of the company, it is a dependent variable. It depends on multiple factors like advertisement, product quality. So there are multiple variables are there. So if the independent variables are more than one, so at that time it is called the multiple linear regression. So let's start with the simple linear regression. So in a simple linear regression we are trying to find the relationship between a single independent variable, which is an input, and corresponding dependent variable, which is an output. So this can be expressed in the form of straight line. So there is suppose there is a x point here and y point here. So we are drawing the line which matches on this point. So this line is there, and so we are drawing a straight line passes through this point. So and this can be presented in this equation like y equals to alpha 0 plus alpha 1 x1. So we can compare this equation with y equals to mx plus c, where we all know that m equals to slope of the line and c is a constant variable. Same as here, alpha 0 is a constant, alpha 1 is a slope. Yes, it is called the regression coefficient. Here x1 is a independent variable, y is a dependent variable. So we can say that y is the function of x or y is proportional to x. So here y is equals to dependent variable, x equals to independent variable, alpha 1 is equals to coefficient which determines how unit change in x1 will cause a change in y. So slope means what is the slope of that line that we are drawing, and alpha 0 is a constant. So alpha 0, alpha 1 are the regression constant. So suppose we have a salary versus experience data and we want to predict the salary based on the experience. So here there are only two variables, salary and experience. We need to predict the salary based on the experience. So experience is an independent variable, salary is a dependent variable. So here we are predicting salary based on the experience. So we are plotting the data of suppose last 5 years, and now we are drawing the lines from that data. We are drawing a line such that maximum data points relies on that line, or the line distance between each and every point is become minimized. So here suppose we are drawing this line and we are calculating the distance. So the distance needs to be minimum. So that is how we can draw the line in the simple regression, and based on that we are predicting the salary value based on the experience. So now the question is how to find the best line. As I said that we need to draw the line, but how we can do this? So a line of best fit is a straight line that is best approximate of the given set of data. It is used to study the nature of the relationship between two variables. A line of best fit can be roughly determined using the eyeball method by drawing a straight line on a scatter plot so that the numbers of points above the line and below the line is equal. So as I said that we are drawing the line such that the distance between the distance of that point to line is become minimum. So here we are counting distance of this, distance of this, distance of this. Yes, so we are drawing the line such that distance of that point become minimum. So suppose this is the example data, this is the value of x, this is the value of y, and we are plotting the lines on this plot. So suppose I draw the line here. So if I draw the line here, so there is no data points on this line. Also suppose I am drawing line here, so there is only one data points cover, but the distance from this line to this point is become maximum. Suppose I draw a line here, so that is also not relevant because the distance of this point to line is maximum. Suppose I draw a line from these 3 points, but here 3 points are covered, but the distance of this point is very far. So I draw the line here such that the distance of this and this points is equal and minimized. So that is how we can draw the perfect regression line. So linear regression consists of finding the best fitting straight line through the point. The best fitting line is called the regression line. The vertical lines from the point to the regression line represent the errors of the prediction. So here, as I said that I draw the line in between that such that the distance of each point needs to be minimum. So here I calculate the distance, and we can see that the distance is minimized. So regression line consists of the predictor scores on y for each possible value of x. As you can see, the red point is very near to the regression line. Its error of prediction is small. By constructing, the yellow point is much higher than the regression line, and therefore its error of the prediction is large. Suppose here the distance between this line to this point is minimum, so that we can say that the error is too less, but the distance from this point to this line is very large, so So based on that we can identify the distance of this point to this line is very large, so that is why error is also large. So that is how we can predict the errors also in the simple linear regression. Now next is a multiple linear regression. As I said that if there is only a single dependent and single independent variable is there, so that is called the simple linear regression. But there are multiple independent variables are there, so at that situation it is called the multiple linear regression. So the equation of linear regression, simple linear regression, is alpha 0 plus alpha 1 into x. X is a one independent variable because here there are multiple variables are there, so we are writing b0 plus b1 into x1 plus b2 into x2 plus up to bn into xn. Suppose there are 5 independent variables, so the last is b5 x5 plus one constant value. So this is how the equation is created in multilinear regression. So in the multilinear regression we try to find the relationship between two or more independent variables and corresponding dependent variables. The independent variables can be continuous or categorical. Continuous means a numeric value. Regression is mostly used where the value is numeric. The predicted value is numeric. Yes, suppose we are predicting cells, predicting temperature. So at that time the value is numeric. So in that situation only we are choosing the regression. The equation that describes how the predicted value of y is related to p independent variable is called multiple linear regression equation. So that I already discussed. Next is that is all about the multiple linear regression. Next is nonlinear regression. The nonlinear regression is a form of regression analysis in which data is fit to model and then expressed as a mathematical function. In the simple linear regression, it relates to only two variables x and y with a straight line, y equals to mx plus b, while nonlinear regression relates to two variables in nonlinear or the curved relationship. As we already see that in the linear regression we are drawing a straight line. If it is a multilinear regression, we are drawing a multiple straight lines. Yes, but in the nonlinear regression, as the name suggests, the line is not a linear. We are drawing some curved lines, something like that. So this line, so we are drawing a line such that, so that is why it is called the nonlinear regression. Both linear and nonlinear regression predict the y responses from an x variable. The concept is same. We are predicting the value of dependent variable based on the independent variable. Nonlinear regression is a curved function on an x variable that is used to predict a y variable. Nonlinear regression can show a prediction of popular growth over a time. So suppose this is a data. Suppose I want to draw the line as per the linear regression. So I draw the line, such line here. So as you can see that mostly the data points is not covered in this line. So that is what we are using the nonlinear regression. So in the nonlinear regression we are drawing the curved line such that the maximum data is covered on that line. Yes. So this is called the nonlinear regression. We are drawing the curved line or drawing the nonlinear lines. Next is a logistic regression. As we have seen a linear and nonlinear regression, so both the regression are used for the prediction, but logistic regression is used for the classification task. So the logistic regression is the most famous machine learning algorithm after linear regression. In a lot of ways, linear regression and logistic regressions are similar, but the biggest difference lies in what they are used for. So it is differentiated based on its use. Linear regression algorithms are used to predict or forecast the value, but logistic regression is used for the classification task. For example, classifying whether an email is a spam or not, classifying whether a tumor is malignant or not, classifying whether a website is fraudulent or not. So in that type of situation where the value is not a continuous, it is a categorical value. Yes, here it is fraud or not. So we are providing a categorical value. Here no numeric value is used. So when the value is numeric, at that time we are using the linear regression. If value is a categorical, at that time we are using the logistic regression. So logistic regression is used when the dependent variable is a categorical. As I said that dependent value of the dependent variable needs to be a categorical. For example, to predict whether the email is spam or not. So at that time, the equation for the logistic regression is something like this. This is just an example. For each and every problem, the equation is different. So it is not in the linear form, it is in the form of non-linear. So here we are just classifying two data based on the logistic regression by drawing a non-linear curved line. We can differentiate two parts. Here blue are different and reds are different. We are drawing a line such that two different variables, two different values can be differentiated. So here we can, based on the logistic regression, suppose these males are spam males and these are regular males. So we are differentiate by using the logistic regression. So that is all about the regression. That's it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.